Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. This is Gabriel out on the left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go, baby.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Chicago. Tanner Gabriel, 74 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 24, Garoppolo picking up here with Trent Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down.
Watch the pass. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And he'll go down. there for the sack. Khalil Mack, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They go play action. Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 58 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Garoppolo now. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On play action, now Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Going up top for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
54 miles. Hey, here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Complete to Taylor Gabriel. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Move.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. D Ford in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So remember now, they've had some problems with Assad here that have dogged visiting kickers in the first few years of Levi stated. Well, really any kicker for that matter.
Yeah.
Not sure if that had any effect there, Charles, but that was not the greatest of kicks.
And no, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary on that one. The field looks to be in great shape. He just kind of botched it.
Yeah, I agree.
58 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. 54 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Trubisky. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
21. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Yes.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 74 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! 13! 13!
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trubisky will throw. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Play action. It's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off. just as we saw there.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here we go,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Exit.
And the blitz does come. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cohen. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. On 2nd and goal, Trubisky. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo now. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
3 buzz.
White.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Mike, come on. 180. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Breida. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they work this out past the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, 56 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The first play of the second half. A big success, over 30 yards. First down, a run with Cohen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This is Gabriel out on the left side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.